Hi everybody, Joe Brancato on the Airgun Scientist channel here, and we're in the sGUNkWerks lab. Hey, I'm wearing my official Zbroia shirt. Okay, so what does that mean? We're going to talk about the Zbroia Sapsan. And I'd like to thank Jeopardy 4100, shout out to Jeopardy 4100, for the wonderful questions that he asked. We like questions. And on the previous quick snapshot of the Sapsan, he came up with a slew of questions like, Joe, okay, let's learn more about this thing. So he gave me a bunch of questions. Joe, did the externally adjustable regulator make it in this design? Answer, yes it did. Externally adjustable regulator, right here. So you do not need to take the gun apart. You can adjust that. Question 2, is it still designed for caliber interchangeability? Yes, that was the reason why we put the externally adjustable regulator on there. And it is available in 17, 22, and 25 caliber. And dig this, if you mention Airgun Scientists, barrel change kits with the probe are only $189. Okay? Next question. Is the Foster fitting under the trigger guard? Well, yeah, that's a kind of a cool thing that we may or may not have known about, guys, but check that out. That's where the... All right. Okay. The next question. Where is the manual safety in relation to the trigger? Okay, this is the trigger. This is the safety. That's all there is. There is not a physical safety that you can turn on. I've never been a big fan of those anyway, seriously. Don't rely on a safety. I never have. I've always said don't load the gun or load the gun. Ricky, as a reminder, we're going to get the scale out. So think about where it is while I'm doing my next question. Does the receiver need to be removed from the stock to adjust the trigger and the linkage? Methinks so. I mean, not much that you could get to there. Is the hammer spring adjustable without removal from the stock? Come on in, Rick. Right there. Okay, so there she is. That's the hammer spring adjustment. Okay, next question. Does the target show a 3 centimeter or less group at 30 meters? So that's basically a 1 inch, roughly at 100 yards. I will say it could do it, but that's up to you. Wind conditions and everything. They're just like all the other Zbroias out there. The most accurate guns out there. There are no guns that are any more accurate, okay? You've seen the Shooter 1721 Rick Ream videos where he's shooting an aspirin with the Hortensia on its edge at 75 yards in between 2 balloons. An aspirin. Splitting playing cards. They're exceptionally accurate. You tell me how accurate they are. What is the informability of the manual? I think he means, what does the manual say? It's got the basic knowledge in there. There's not a whole lot of stuff in there. We'll help you out with that. Are additional magazines currently available, and at what cost? Yes, they are, but Jeopardy 4100, since you're asking me 3 centimeters or less at 30 meters, I'm assuming you're not in the USA, and we don't have that information for you. Is the cylinder removable? You know, that's a good question. Oh, guess what? We didn't even put the shroud back on this one. Huh? It doesn't come attached. Okay, that's Ricky in the background. Yes, it does. You do have to remove these 2 screws from the forearm so that when you rotate it, it's rotatable. Hit a pause. Okay, the other part of this question was, is the cylinder removable? And if so, does it retain its air in the process? Yes. Like all Zbroia, the tubes can be removed under pressure. It's a wonderful feature, man. If you got to work on the gun, and what that also means too is the rest of the gun isn't under pressure. So there's less chance for leaks and for the gun to leak over time. Really well designed. By the way, as I mentioned, it is a 300 bar by 300 cc tube. So it's a good size tube, and it holds 300 bar, 4350 to be exact. And can it retain its air in the process? The answer was yes. Is the length of pull greater than the Kozak or the FC Kozak? Let's take a look. Kozak 330, Kozak 450, but if you notice, the length of pulls are the same for each rifle. And there you go, in between the Zbroia Sapsan, and no problem, okay? still has the same length of pull. Okay? The difference with the Kozak FC, it's fully compact, the Kozak FC has the lever back here because it's fully compact. The Kozak Tactical is pushed up a little bit further. This is the best of both worlds. You get the full length of the barrel and the full forward cocking. Okay. While very nice to see the Sapsan has arrived, more detail needs to be forthcoming to justify price over the value-proven Kozak. Good, thanks for saying that. Second video, perhaps when .25 caliber arrive in order. They're coming in within a week or two. This is the very first week of January, so hit us up around the second and third week of January. They're supposed to ship tomorrow, but you know how that goes. With customs and all that kind of stuff. It usually takes a week longer than they say. Let's look at the weight and the shroud. So they come with a shroud, and the US versions will be having a 1/2" 20, just like our US versions of the Kozak FC, and the Hortitzias. We asked for that. They did it. This will have a 1/2" 20 now. So this is what it's going to look like when you screw it on. It's really a nice looking gun. I'll tell you, these guns are super accurate. And then we'll do a weight. So that's how the gun looks. All right, that takes a little while to turn on. There you go. That's the beauty of that, huh? It has a gauge here, tell you the pressure in the tube. Let's take a weight of it, and then I'll run over and grab a tape measure as well. Okay, the weight, let that in, zoom in on that while I get the tape measure. All right, there's the weight, comes in at, where's our weight? 6 pounds, let's call it 7 pounds, okay? 15.6, that's close enough, 17 pounds, or 16 ounces, so 7 pounds even. Length overall, 33 inches from muzzle to butt pad. So 33 inches, 7 pounds, I cranked it up when I put my thumb on the scale there, 7 pounds-ish. And I think that's it. We knew we have the muzzle brake on there. Oh, and it also comes with a, I don't know what these are called. You guys know what these are called? Let me know. It's a little gizmo that goes in there. Pause it. This is the little gizmo I was looking for. It's a bipod adapter. Come on in close, Rick. Rick's my cameraman and my friend. So how this works, you see these 4 ball detents. This is for a sling, or excuse me, a bipod. And what you do is you place it in there, and then there's an Allen head or a screw in here that you can't really see. But basically what you do is you put it in here, and then when you turn the screw, the balls expand out, and then it locks it in there so that you can't get out, and then you can put a bipod on there. And then here's the magazines. They're nice. They're actually a pretty good quality magazine. They're metal, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shots in 22. And this is the 22 versions, and 8 shot in 25. You get the 2 magazines and the bipod stud, or whatever you call that thing. So anyway, this is Joe Brancato, the airgun scientist, saying take care, God bless. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got questions, put them down below. That's how you get them answered. Special tip of the hat to Jeopardy 4100. Shout out to you for giving us some good questions to answer. Again, take care, God bless, safe shooting.